What does the Christian worldview teach us about what is wrong with us? What does it teach about our sin? And I'll read you these two passages, Matthew 15, 19-20. And this is Jesus speaking. And he said, "Are you also still without understanding? Do you not see that whatever goes into the mouth passes into the stomach and is expelled? But what comes out of the mouth proceeds from the heart, and this defiles a person. For out of the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, slander. These are what defile a person." And Romans 3, 10-12. And this is Paul the Apostle. "None is righteous. No, not one understands. No one seeks for God. All have turned aside. Together they have become worthless. No one does good, not even one." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. As you can see, both Jesus and Paul the Apostle speak about the state of our hearts, not our actions, not what we say or think. They speak about the state of our very hearts. What are they talking about? So let us use this illustration. In different audiences, I have asked for a volunteer. Volunteer for what? Just wait. Do you know what NASA is? National Aeronautics and Space Agency. And neurological research is one of their interests. And their new cutting-edge gadget can read the activity of your brain and translate your thoughts in real time to the computer screen as a movie. And you cannot exactly buy such a device on eBay. A friend of mine who works for NASA, he helped me to get one of these. And now all I need is a volunteer who would be happy to reveal all their thoughts for others to see them for a half an hour or so. Can you guess what people's usual reaction is when I ask for a volunteer? Yes, right. Laughing, fidgeting. But why? Because we know that if someone saw what we carry inside, perhaps we should leave that town or that country. And this is of course a made-up story, but it is a great illustration. And what does this illustration tell us? What does it reveal to us? British journalist Malcolm Muggeridge is credited with this quote: "The depravity of man is at once the most empirically verifiable reality, but at the same time the most intellectually resisted fact." Isn't that strange? But this simple illustration with the NASA reveals it to us so clearly that there is something deep in us, some deep and dark power that we do not control, that we cannot fully control. Let us do something else. Let us reflect on these questions. Do we control our thoughts? Only from the moment they have already come to us. We know that many are foolish, embarrassing, shameful, or purely evil. Did we choose them? Did we invite them in? Where did they come from? From our good and pure hearts? Think of what Jesus said. Then second, emotions. Do we control our emotions? Think about the bouquet that we may experience among others. envy, jealousy, hatred, anger. Do we like them? Do we choose them? Where do they come from? Third, the same about our desires. Do we control our desires? Do you? Lust, passions, cravings, they just spring up in our hearts and minds and they just appear. And then we need to deal with them. And we spend our lifetime trying to master our control over them. And at the end of our lives, we still fail. That's us. Me and you. That's how Christian worldview reveals us our sinful condition.